Guys, I'm Bailey. I'm going to talk to you guys today about circus animals and why they should be banned from the circus. So for decades, animals have been a large part of our entertainment. We see animals on television and movies, at the circus, and magazines. They're all over. It would be thought that since we see animals as a form of entertainment, that we would think that animals get the same kind of respect as, say, a movie star or something else that gives us entertainment. As I was going through comments left by my classmates about their knowledge on the treatment of circus animals, I was shocked to find that about half who responded thought that circus animals were treated similarly to zoo animals. Sadly, that's not the case at all. I'm going to talk to you guys about the treatment of circus animals and inform everyone about what goes on behind the circus tents and why animal usage should be banned from the circus. This is an important thing to learn about because it might not affect us each directly, but in order to solve a problem, one must first be informed about it. So my hopes are that you guys walk away with a little more knowledge and maybe share with a friend what you've learned so more people know about how animals in the circus are treated. I myself am big on animal ethics and like to think I'm pretty well educated on the subject. Also, I had a lot of help from organizations such as PETA and the ASPCA, which have helped me become more aware of this issue. So in order to show you guys why animals should not be allowed to perform in circuses, I'm going to touch on public safety concerns, current regulations, and circus animal abuse. Animals including horses, elephants, tigers, and bears are all treated horribly behind circus tents. These wild animals are domesticated and humiliated through violence. Throughout their lives, circus animals undergo tremendous amounts of pain and abuse. According to the ASPCA, which stands for the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, quote, former circus employees have reported seeing animals beaten, whipped, and denied food and water, all to force them to learn their routines. PETA puts into perspective that animals do not voluntarily ride bicycles, stand on their heads, balance on balls, jump through rings. They don't perform these and other difficult tricks because they want to. They perform them because they are afraid of what will happen if they don't. Animals are trained through violence in the circus. They are trained with weapons such as whips, chains, bull hooks, electric prods, muzzles, bats, and extreme cases, even blowtorches. Not only do animals suffer abuse and violence, but they also suffer from neglect. Circuses travel all year round, which means that animals get crated up and travel as well. According to an article by a writer, Raylene Smith, animals are confined to boxcars and trailers that have no access to their basic necessities, such as food and water, and even veterinary care. Oftentimes, 2 tigers are placed in a single cage big enough for maybe one of them, and elephants spend 96% of their lives in shackles. After spending years of their lives being tortured and abused, circus animals can become violent and can become dangerous to themselves, others, and other animals and humans as well. The Animal Protection of New Mexico found statistics from 1990 that stated that elephants, bears, big cats, and primates caused a total of 132 deaths and another 480 injuries due to violent outbreaks. PETA elaborates on a well-known incident. Quote, in 1994, an elephant named Tyke killed her trainer and injured 12 spectators before being gunned down while running terrified through downtown Honolulu. She was shot almost 100 times. Unquote. Similar incidents have happened where animals escaped confinement and run loose in cities where they become a danger to communities and are often killed. Animals become violent because they are treated violently, which brings me to my final point. There are laws and regulations on the treatment of animals in the circus, but they're very poor regulations, and there are little to no regulations on the actual training of animals. Where there had been action taken on the mistreatment of circus animals, it is still not enough. There is very little regulation on training sessions. The Animal Welfare Act was passed and did help some, but Anastasia Nerdich of the Animal Legal and Historical Center her research shows that the Animal Welfare Act's provisions, quote, provide only vague, very minimal standards for keeping animals for exhibitions. The Animal Welfare Act prohibits subjecting animals to trauma, overheating, excessive cooling, behavioral stress, physical harm, and unnecessary discomfort, which of animals in the circus and elsewhere, but never defines the terms. Smith also stated in her article that in the United States no government agency monitors animal training sessions. It's good that there are some regulations on the circus animals, but there's not enough, and we need to all work together to try to stop the use of animals for entertainment. So to conclude, although PETA states that because of concerns about animal mistreatment and public safety, a growing number of communities are banning or restricting the use of animals for circuses. The use of animals is still not banned entirely, though. The use of animals in circuses should be banned because animals are beaten and confined for long periods of time in extreme conditions. Circus animals can also snap and become violent, making them a danger to themselves, to people, and to their surroundings. And although there are regulations to try to stop the mistreatment, they are not enough. The only real solution is to ban the use of animals in circuses entirely. And that is all I have for you guys. So, thank you, and yeah, have a good night.